Okay, so real fast. Yes, today I'm defending Nike and Jordan. And this may be an unpopular opinion, but that's okay. I actually think they do deserve some defense because it really does feel like for a lot of these brands when it comes to a rollout, they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. If they take just the really straightforward approach and drop a shoe as a regular release and everyone and their mom knows about it because it's been announced, then it's truly not up for real manual buyers to be able to buy the shoe. It's just not, because you're going to battle bots and more than likely you're going to lose and they're going to eat. And then they're going to eat up all the stock. And then I understand people have this FOMO and they really feel like they can't live without the shoe. And so then they resort to paying resale for it if they so choose. So I think Nike and Jordan brand, actually, I want to say bravo because you took action. The action isn't going to sit well with all consumers, as it never does. But the point is, you were not complacent. You made it a little bit fun. You made it interesting, and you went the Eric Koston route. Now, before we dive into this, again, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I've seen people say, well, just Nike and Jordan decided to, post the link with some skateboarder. And it's like, are we reducing Eric Koston to just some skateboarder? And I'm not saying I am like some avid diehard skateboard, fan, or in terms of like that's a part of my lifestyle right now, at my age. It's not. But some of you are very much so a part of the lifestyle. It's something you enjoy heavily. And again, it's part of who you are. And so you are embedded deeply within skateboard culture. But I at least played all of the Tony Hawk games in Skate 2 and Skate 3. So I'm trying to figure out how we have just reduced Eric Koston to just some skateboarder. Like, the man has medals. The man has been transformative for skateboarding in itself and the respect that it's garnered over the years just in the world of sport. So we can't reduce him to just some guy. Just some influencer, right? Just some skateboarder. Like, he's pretty iconic when it comes to what he's also contributed to Nike SB. So I just wanted to go ahead, throw that in there. Let's give Eric his flowers. But Nike and then Jordan, I'm going to just combine them for this because it is an Air Jordan 4 SB. So I'll just combine them for this. They took a different route. And I think it's actually really similar to what we saw with Atmos. Now, if you guys remember, I think it was like 2021, 2022, I posted a video in defense of Atmos as well because they went the bingo route. And is it something that everyone was happy with? No, it's not. Because every single rollout, it's not going to be advantageous for everyone. It's not going to be convenient for everyone. And there is no way possible for that to actually happen, because if it's only convenient for manual buyers, and that means, guess what? All of our schedules are not the same. They're just not. So what we're doing at any given time at 10 a.m., at 2 p.m. Eastern, it may not be a very convenient time for you to be able to get the shoe versus it may be a really convenient time for someone else, and vice versa. So again, I really applaud the brand for just trying something different. So as it stood, right, because everybody was waiting around for a shock drop, which is not really shocking. I've said this before. I've teased this before. How is it shocking when everyone is just waiting around anxiously for the shoe to drop at whatever time has been leaked? So everyone knew at least 2 p.m. Eastern, you were expecting it. And then 2 p.m. Eastern came, wasn't a whole lot happening. People thought it would be just a regular, either a shock drop or exclusive access. Now, if you've ever had exclusive access on Sneakers app, then it's just your designated account. You open the app and the shoe actually pops up for you to be able to enter to buy it. I know sometimes lately they've changed it where it's like you enter a draw to be able to buy it. And that's something new. I hadn't experienced that in the past. Yes, I've had exclusive access in the past for a few shoes and been really fortunate enough to be able to hit on the ones that I at least wanted to buy with EA. But that wasn't this. You instead needed to actually go to Eric Koston's Instagram stories, and there was a link there, to my understanding, of course. And then you were able to go to the link. It was a scratch and sniff, and then you were able to enter for a chance to be able to get your size and check out. So that set some people off. Now, I get it. One, you may not even have been following him, and that doesn't mean that you're not into the shoe, you're not into Nike SB, you're not into Jordan 4s because you're not following him. Fair assessment. I 100% support that. But do you know what's kind of nice about this? For those that are, again, so deeply embedded into skateboarding, you were likely following Eric, which meant you've had an opportunity, if you were able to be on your phone at that time, to enter for a chance to win this shoe. And I'm not saying this to say that just because a shoe is intended for something, you need to use it for that, because I have a lot of Jordan Retros back here. I don't hoop in these Jordan Retros, but that's what they're intended for. No, but I do appreciate knowing that a lot of skaters want this to actually skate in. They want this to put to practical use, and I applaud you for that. I really do. I applaud you for that, because I don't know, it's just something that's, I don't know. it's pretty nice to be able to say and know that like a lot of you still want to use the shoes for their intended purpose. So if you were following Eric already, then you were able to click on his stories and try to actually get in there. And I'll be sure to have the stories that were like around the actual link story. So there was like the frame before and the frame after on here. But you were likely able to tap in and get the link. And then I know that people dealt with issues, right? The link was freezing and you were pending. And do you want to throw your phone when it's pending? Yes, you do. You want to throw your phone when you're stuck in a pending screen. Do not throw your phone, though, especially with the cost of phones and if they could go up, okay, with tariffs. Don't throw your phone. Just don't throw the phone. Like, don't do it, especially if you're still on a payment plan. Just hold on to the phone. Like, throw a stress ball. Get a stress ball. But I understand, like, you were pending, but you know what? You know what the beauty of this was? Real people, real consumers, real manual buyers for this shoe were able to get the shoe. Right? You were able to get the shoe. It was a real chance for you to be able to get the shoe. And who can argue with that? Like, I would love for you all, please comment below, what drops would you prefer? Because we get on Nike and Jordan Brand and we get on these boutiques and these collaborators for little effort and really trying to get the shoe in the hands of manual buyers and actual people. But when they take these efforts, because they have to be creative, it can't just be something where a bot can easily still get in and use technology to snatch the shoe away from you. When they're doing this, that's still not enough. So it's like, what do you want? And to my defense of them, it's never gonna really be 100% great for everyone. And they are damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. I applaud them because they tried something different. They went a different creative route. You included somebody that is very monumental within skateboarding. So I think that was just a great twist to add in there. And again, it's not gonna resonate with everybody in terms of this was a great rollout, this was a great experience. I've seen people comment that they hated this. It was the worst possible drop. Nike just kept playing in their faces. Some of you said, I'm not buying Nike and Jordan anymore. I'm moving on to other brands because of this. And on the flip side, I saw a lot of people happy because for the first time in I don't know how long, they were able to get a shoe that, yes, it does carry quite a bit of hype. So you were able to get a shoe that carries quite a bit of hype that you really wanted for retail, and you didn't have to like deal with bots and you didn't have to enter a million raffles. Again, I don't know what else they could have done. Like, yeah, they could have just traditionally did a shock drop, but everybody was waiting around, so you would have been upset had you took L's to bots. Never going to be perfect for everyone. I applaud the fact that they made an effort and they tried, okay? So that's what matters to me. Please go ahead and comment your thoughts below on the Nike Air Jordan, or I should just say the Air Jordan 4 SB Midnight Navy. I appreciate the fact that they took an effort. What do you think they could have done? What's the best possible rollout they could have, had in place for this sneaker, especially as the last ditch effort for you as a consumer in the United States to be able to get this shoe for retail and not pay resale? So go ahead, comment your thoughts below. I always appreciate you guys chiming in. If you like the video, please go ahead and give it a like. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.